Kinsey's always been big and strong and athletic and has a very high IQ for softball. And everybody always told us, your kid's really good. And we're like, yeah, she's good. And then she got older and they're like, no, your kid's really good. I'm like, yeah, no, I mean, she's really good.
She would eat, sleep, and breathe softball if we would let her. We kind of thought that was unusual. She was, I think, pretty young to be acting that way.
We've always encouraged her to, do other things. We've never wanted her to burn out. She still loves it. She still likes going to practice.
Going to practice is definitely one of my most favorite times of the day or the week. I think I have so much fun. We're always dancing. We're getting our work in, definitely. But we're just always having so much fun.
When she got to that point of playing softball in enough places that okay, you've got a real shot to make the top 25. So then the list comes out and they get down to the last 10. We're like, oh my gosh, man, are you gonna be in the top 10? And then she turned out to be number 1. I was like, are we sure about this? That is, of all 2021s, I was like, that's a lot of kids.
At first it was really a shock because I had never even been on the list before at all. So it was obviously a great honor.
It wasn't a big thing to her. I mean, it was a big thing. She just kind of casually went about doing the same thing she did the day before. She's like, that's really cool. And then she's like, now we've got practice.
A lot of schools came out, we would be there and we would just look behind home plate and go oh my word, huge schools were there.
When you're playing, you don't think about it. When you're at practice, you don't think about it. You're just doing your thing. Continue to do what you're doing because obviously it's working. I'm kind of the musical one in the family. When I play the violin too, that's something I get to continue with my school. I get to do recitals on my own. I really just enjoy it for fun. It's pretty relaxing. Just making sure that if I wasn't able to play softball ever again, I would still have things to motivate me, still things to keep me busy.
The sports accolades are great. She was top of her class, first couple years. She's been a good student.
Softball is always probably going to be what's defined me. People know me mostly because of softball, but it's very important to me, but it's not everything. I definitely think that I've managed to maintain a balanced lifestyle.
When you have a player like that can cover the left side of the field and up the middle and part of the outfield like she can, I mean, it's just amazing.
I love how you've got two aspects to the sport, offense and defense. Offense is one of my main focuses, but I would also like to make incredible plays on the field as well. So
she leads the school in home runs for career and single season.
That was a pretty big accomplishment for me because in previous seasons I had home runs, but nowhere near the amount that I had this past season.
It's just such an explosive and pretty swing. It's just a gift.
Our goal every year is to make it as far as you can to the last game. Of course, you'd like to win that game. Sad that we didn't, but I think that it was incredible for our senior class. We deserved it, and so did everybody on the team.
It was tough because she had worked so hard, and all the girls had worked so hard to get there. And in our eyes as a coaching staff, the girls were all champions and they helped get us there.
I hope that I left an impact on Lisa Menor's softball, and hopefully everything I've left was positive.
Once she kind of opened up her recruiting pool again, I don't think Washington missed one single game. They were probably at more games than we were at.
I'm definitely glad that I'm doing my own thing, taking my own path, and going to Washington.
She's more than ready to go to college. She's more than ready to play at the next level. And
they're getting a great player and an even better person.
She's always had that goal in mind of where to go next. I'm not saying she's going to start as a freshman, but she has the drive that she will go and she will be better and she will learn new things. That's kind of her big next thing. She's like, I want to be an All-American.